we doing to this?
All right, so what we're doing on this golf cart here, well, it's kind of a badass golf cart, but we're installing a trigger 4-way Bluetooth switch to run all the lights and accessories that we're gonna have on this particular unit here. And we're gonna do something special too up on top. We're also gonna be doing a custom rack with a custom light, a new light bar that's gonna go on this rack up here as well. So, haven't quite decided where that's gonna sit yet, but I think we're getting pretty close. So, one thing at a time.
Yes, sir.
So, let's keep cracking away and see what we can get done today.
Yes, sir.
Several days later.
What are you up to?
So, working on Flair's cart, and last night Nate and I were here a little bit late and discussing some ideas over a few beers, and we were watching the video from Flair where he talks about getting this thing, and he mentioned that he wants to do, or would love to have the bed portion of it enclosed, because right now the way that it is when you flip out this rear seat here, so obviously the seat's out right now, when you flip it out it's just completely open, so you can't utilize it as a bed in a sense. So Nate and I got to thinking, and we're gonna do make a custom metal bed out of this. So we're kind of mocking it up with some cardboard to see exactly what we're gonna be looking at, how it's gonna function, everything. But right now I'm cutting a tailgate piece, so we'll have a piece that'll come across here. It'll fold down out of the way. We'll have solid panels on the side that'll be cut out low enough for handles and everything. But I don't know, something I feel like would be pretty decent for this thing. So, and get Andrew what he actually really wants out of this thing. So we'll see how it turns out.
Oh, I think it's time
I guess
to go.
it's time to go.
16 paranoia-filled days later.
So we just finished up Flair's golf cart build. He's on his way to pick it up, so I figured I'd give you guys a nice walk around to show you everything that we did on it. So starting at the front here, we ended up getting a rack from Tracker, which is the brand of this golf cart. So it just seemed like the simplest option to go with theirs. So we added that on there, and then on the rack we added the Colpin Rhino Grip XLs, so that he can have a place for his shotguns and his rifles on the front of his rig. But then on top of that, we did add a rack on the inside for rifles as well. So should work out pretty good, fit perfectly in between these bars. So other than that, on the front, that's pretty much it. The winch was already on there. As far as lighting, that was the big thing that he wanted, was a bunch of extra lights, and we wanted to put some sort of rack on top. So we actually used a Jeep Wrangler JL rear cargo rack that goes on the interior, and we just used the center section of it. Fits perfectly in between here. We ended up making our own custom mounts on there, and then on the rack we added a Rough Country 30-inch dual row on the front, and on the back we did a Rough Country single row for the reverse light. On the sides and on the back here we did rigid scene lights because he wanted something that wasn't going to overpower what he was doing. So like, he does a lot of catch clean cooks when he's done hunting and fishing, so he can easily flip this out, and now he can do it all right here with lighting from here without blinding himself. And then when he's driving through trails and everything, those scene lights on the sides will be perfect for that. We added a couple tie downs on there just around the back, and then some fishing rod holders, one on each side, and so you got to have those when you're him. And then to power all of these lights, we ended up using a Trigger 4 switch panel. So it is a wireless switch panel. We got our front lights, rear lights, side lights, and back lights. So pretty dang cool on there. It's nice and wireless. Like I said, you can take this thing off, put it inside your house, whatever you want, throw it right back on there when you're ready to go for the day. And we ended up mounting that under the seat here, all the batteries, and then mounted that trigger box right here, wired everything up here, and pretty simple. So other than that, that's kind of everything that we ended up doing to it. The only thing that we didn't get to do is the making the bed, which is something that we were working on in the last video. So we wanted to enclose this whole back area if he wanted to, but also be able to use it as a flat tray when wanted. Unfortunately, just did not hit the time on that, so he will be back to finish this off. But other than that, this thing's ready to hit the trails. I think he's actually going to be taking it out in a couple videos here, so I'm sure you'll see that on his channel.